Kendrick, I think when we talked to Blake, when he won Player of the Week, he said, hey, we got to get KP to win this thing, and then, then that's everybody. And sure enough, had the good weekend. And what does this mean to you that now you're just, another guy on the team that wins that award?
I mean, it's always nice, when hard work gets recognized. But the major thing is, I just wanted to do this weekend. I just wanted to do whatever it took for my team to win. I knew it was going to be tough. 3 games in a matter of maybe 6 days, it gets tiring. So I just tried to stay positive and stay hungry and do anything that was necessary for my team to be successful.
At what point do you feel that it's my job to, at this specific moment, to put the team on my back and just and do what I've got to do?
Well, I just wanted to stay aggressive. If you come out aggressive, in the first half and then try to take a step back in the second half, that's when teams can make their run. And I just wanted to, throughout the whole game, just stay hungry and pretty much just not take my foot off the gas pedal.
What does an award like this say about the balance of the team, that all 5 starters, for the first time in league history, 5 guys on one team have won this award? What does that say about how balanced and talented this team is?
I think it actually just shows how dangerous we can be. When 5 guys win the Player of the Week on the same team, it really opens eyes, around the country to say, well, one night maybe Blake can go off, or the other night maybe Ash can go off, or a given night DB and Damian can go off. So it's just a great team. It's just a great team feeling when you have it.
Great to bounce back after that Cleveland State win, and two of 3 on the road, pretty good.
Yeah, it's very good. Road games are always hard to come by, especially conference road games. And so I'm glad we after the Cleveland State loss, we came to Milwaukee, took care of business with them. Fell a little short at YSU, could have did a better job rebounding. But, we bounced back from that loss and took care of a pretty good Loyola team, too. So.
That being said, you guys got Butler coming in on Thursday. Do you have recollections of last year's game?
I mean, yeah, there's always going to be recollections, but, it's a new year. As our trainer Berkey would say, it's a new horizon. We know Butler's going to come in this game hungry, and so we just have to match their intensity, if not be better than it.
And it's a completely different roster in the last 2 years when they were runners-up in the national championship. But what about them this year you guys look out for?
Well, they're still dangerous. Defensively, they're as good as anybody in the country. They're a very well-coached team. Coach Stevens does a very good job with them. And Norad is really an efficient point guard. So, I think if we can take him out of the flow of the offense, then we'll do a pretty good job with them defensively.
You expecting another loud atmosphere, as maybe not sold out as it was Cleveland State, but still 4,000, 5,000 in Beagley?
Yeah, it's always nice to have a good crowd, especially against a great Butler team who was runners-up the past couple years. But, even if we don't have, the big crowd, one thing we have to stay true to is ourselves, just those 14 guys on the court.
How important is it for you guys as a team, and how aware of it are you, the standings and possibly grabbing that 2nd seed and bye in the tournament?
We're just focused on the next game. The standings and everything can work themselves out how they will, but we just know that it's a 1-game season pretty much. We have to take one game at a time and not look too far into the future.
Saturday it's Valpo. That's number 2 team in the league. I mean, you lost to them on the road. You get them at home. I mean, how big is a win just to get you a split with the 2nd best team in the league at the moment?
It's very big. It's definitely very big. But we of course can't overlook Butler. They have the potential to be in the top 3 spots of this league too. So I think for the guys, we're going to enjoy this day out today, but tomorrow we're going to get right back in and focus on a very dangerous Butler team.
Looking as a whole, because those 2 games you played against these teams at their places weren't your best performances of the year. As a whole, what do you have to do differently at home than you did on the road to be successful?
Just get stops and play defense. One thing we prided ourselves on this whole year was to play defense. And I think when we went up there, they made some shots early, and we were kind of kicked back on our heels. But, it's always going to be great to play some home games, some conference home games. And so I think we're going to try to use that energy from the atmosphere to get some stops early and then let that dictate our offense.